The Mail on Sunday. Front page headline, Epstein's very cute Romanian for Andrew at the Palace. This is a devastating headline in relation to Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Paedophile Jeffrey Epstein took a young Romanian model to a private dinner at Buckingham Palace with Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Bombshell emails disclose how Andrew entertained Epstein and 4 young women, including the model from Bucharest and another from Russia, at the palace whilst Queen Elizabeth was away at Balmoral.
Right, let's get straight into this, because the walls are closing in on Prince Andrew, and this time it's not just about that car crash Newsnight interview or a dodgy photograph. Former Prime Minister Gordon Brown has just dropped an absolute bombshell, calling for police to launch a full investigation into what he's describing as by far the biggest scandal of all. We're talking about Jeffrey Epstein's so-called Lolita Express reportedly flying into the UK 90 times, allegations of women being sneaked into Buckingham Palace through back doors, and coded phone calls that would make a spy thriller blush. This isn't going away, and the questions surrounding Andrew are getting louder, more urgent, and frankly, impossible to ignore. Welcome to Crown Tea, where we serve up the royal truth with a side of reality. If you're into royal stories that actually matter, stories with substance behind the scandal, then you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button now, because we're covering the stories the palace would rather you forgot. And trust me, this one's only getting bigger. So let's establish the facts, because in a story this serious, facts are everything. Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, younger brother of King Charles, has been at the centre of controversy for years due to his association with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
When Andrew Mountbatten Windsor was a trade envoy, was he also planning his own trades on the side? We've uncovered emails that suggest he was building a business partnership with Epstein.
Andrew has consistently denied any wrongdoing, but the allegations and questions surrounding his conduct have refused to fade, and now they're back with renewed force. According to multiple major outlets, including The Sun, sources have reportedly claimed that Andrew would arrange for women to be brought into Buckingham Palace without proper security clearances, allegedly using coded language when phoning the duty office. These sources claim he would say things like, "Mrs. Windsor will arrive shortly, please let her in and show her up," and that this allegedly happened regularly over a period of years. One source reportedly told The Sun that royal protection officers found the situation unpleasant and that courtiers discussed it but never challenged it due to Andrew's position within the family. Now, these are allegations from unnamed sources, so we have to be clear about that, but they're being reported widely, and they paint a deeply troubling picture. Then we've got the Epstein files, emails released by the US government that reportedly show correspondence between Andrew and Epstein from September 2010, 2 years after Epstein had been jailed for sexual offences involving a minor. According to these publicly released documents, an email from an account called The Duke allegedly suggested meeting at Buckingham Palace for dinner with lots of privacy, and Epstein reportedly responded asking to add one more, Romanian very cute. These aren't rumours or whispers, these are documents that have been released as part of official proceedings, and they're now part of the public record. The optics alone are staggering, but the implications are far more serious. Gordon Brown, writing in the New Statesman this week, has called the situation shocking and demanded a full police inquiry. He's specifically pointed to evidence suggesting that Epstein's private jet, which has been grimly nicknamed Lolita Express, was allegedly used to traffic women through UK airports, including Stansted, reportedly bringing women from Latvia, Lithuania and Russia. Brown stated he was told privately that previous investigations related to Andrew didn't properly examine vital flight evidence, and he's now calling for Andrew to be interviewed by police as part of a new inquiry. Thames Valley Police have confirmed they're holding talks with prosecutors over allegations of misconduct in public office, and they've previously said they're assessing claims Andrew may have shared confidential reports from his role as UK trade envoy with Epstein, as well as allegations that a woman was sent to the UK by Epstein for a sexual encounter with Andrew. These are active, ongoing discussions between law enforcement and prosecutors, which tells you this isn't just tabloid noise, this is serious legal territory. So why does this matter beyond the obvious? Because this is about accountability at the highest levels. The royal family operates with privilege, protection, and public money, and when allegations this severe emerge, the public has every right to demand transparency. Gordon Brown calling this the biggest scandal of all isn't hyperbole when you consider the scale of what's allegedly happened. Flights bringing women into the country, alleged trafficking through UK airports, and allegations of palace staff being put in impossible positions for years. The Metropolitan Police previously faced criticism for not pursuing charges against Andrew, and now there's mounting pressure for them to re-examine everything. This isn't about cancel culture or trial by the media. This is about ensuring that power doesn't shield anyone from proper investigation when serious allegations exist. The palace has long operated on the principle of never complain, never explain, but that approach doesn't work when you're talking about potential criminal conduct and allegations involving trafficking. Public reaction has been a mix of outrage, frustration, and demands for justice. Many people feel that Andrew has been protected for too long, that his stepping back from royal duties and losing his military titles wasn't enough, and that real accountability means facing proper legal scrutiny. Others point to the fact that Andrew settled a civil case in the US with Virginia Giuffre without admitting liability, which legally resolved that matter but did nothing to answer the broader questions about his judgment, his associations, and these new allegations about what allegedly happened in the UK. The situation is still developing, and it's important to note that Andrew has not been charged with any crime and continues to deny wrongdoing, but the calls for a thorough investigation are getting impossible to ignore. Here's the thing, we may never get all the answers, and some of this will remain in the realm of allegation and legal assessment, but what we do know is troubling enough. The association with a convicted sex offender, the emails, the flight records, the claims from sources about palace procedures, it all adds up to a picture that demands scrutiny. Whether that scrutiny leads to charges or not is for investigators and prosecutors to determine, but the process needs to happen. Andrew's story is a reminder that proximity to power doesn't make you untouchable, and that eventually the questions catch up. This story isn't over, not by a long shot, and as more information emerges, the pressure on authorities to act will only increase. Stay informed, stay critical, and remember that in cases like this, the truth takes time, but it's always worth pursuing.